Alright guys, I thought I'd bring you along for this one. I'm not sure how much detail is going to be, but same location that I made the S4, that big sign. Look back at one of my previous videos. They want one on the outside of the building, right over the door. We originally talked about doing the same thing where I just cut it out of some old rusty sheet, but I think something different might work better there. So here's me going off on my own again. So this is the scale size. I drew it out. What I want, a lot of different thicknesses from one side to the other, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to forge this. I decided to make this one out of solid. I'm going to use half inch steel to do that. I think it'll be a nice. I think it'll be a cleaner and a little more elegant and just again a different look from some of the other things that I've done for them. So what I ended up doing was sectioning this off. I didn't go through and calculate exactly how much steel I thought I would need, but I certainly worked out the lengths. All right, you can see there's a bunch of divisions that I've put. Can you see the notebook too? Yeah. This is just a copy off the table. Divisions in starting with, ending with, starting with, ending with. That should give me a good idea. I think I should be able to do this straight out. I was thinking of doing it in one piece. When I get done, I'm going to be working with a piece that's over 85 inches long. So I broke it into 3 sections, from here to here, from here to there, starting with 1 inch stock because there's nothing larger than 1 inch in width there. And then from here to here, pull that out of 2 inch stock. So I have my 3 pieces of steel cut, and let's go ahead and work on this first part. Alright, so again, we're starting on this first part of the S. What I want there is a disc, or at least some detail of a round nose on that first part of the scroll. And these numbers are just numbers that I kind of picked off the table from the scale that I drew. I'd like about 1.25 inch disc. And again, I don't want to go any thicker really, or thinner. In that one spot I might, but the purpose here is I'd like it to be about 1/2 inch all the way down through. So first thing we need to do is do 1.25 inch disc on the end of this. Alright, so what I'm trying to do, I'm going to try upsetting that in, and I really want to keep it to just like 1.5 inches of the end up to 2 inches. So I'm putting my heat in, and I don't want heat back here. I want to upset and just keep it in that area. So what I'm going to try to do once this thing's up to heat is, what's crawling in my walls? We got a visitor in my walls today. Here's the bar. I want heat only for 1.5 inches, let's say, and I don't want heat out here, and I don't want heat here. I'm going to try to cool this end, cool out to here, and then when I upset, hopefully end up with a bit of a bulging there. That's exaggerated, of course, but that's the objective. So what I'm going to do, you can see the water, is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can strategically just run water up. Don't splash too much. And holding it at an angle here so that the water flows down. Strategically cooling this one section. Trying to anyway. A little anyway. And then just dip this end in. Just a little. And then I'm just going to drop that on the sand on the floor. Oh, missed. And I think you can see it's almost, I don't want to heat it again. Just keep working it. Sorry. It's almost exactly what I wanted. Not as much, so I wish I had a little more. But it isn't bad. Okay, so if you take a look at it, all right, let me try to give you the best view I can. All right, so it's not crazy, but better than we had. Wider here, in the end, it didn't flare as much as it would have had I left it warm. So we got. Actually, it flared more than I want now that I look good at this angle. But we did control that. Now let's go ahead and see if we can put that round in. Whew. Now I'm not very good at these yet, but the first thing I'm going to do, if I have room to do it, is somewhere about, let's say, about 1 inch. little more than an inch and a half. Now let's do it this way. Put it over here. I'm just going to try to put a step in. Because back here we want it thinner anyway. Matter of fact, we can work on that right now. Alright, so you get my step there. But I don't want to thicken it at all. Not much of a step there, do I? Stretch it out. Now right after that eye, within 2 1/4 inches, which is that far, right to that mark, I want to be out to 3/4 of an inch. So we're looking pretty good at that point. Let me throw that eye in now. Alright, let's see about putting this eye in. So now I want to come down here, just kind of bring these corners back a little. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just trying to, by bringing these corners back, I'm upsetting more than I want. But I'm also, you can see I'm putting that curve in. So what we end up with here. I don't hate it. A little more round, I think, would be good. Just go one more time on it. Now let's just see if we can get this thing a little more round. I think I can achieve that by coming back like this. On both sides. Get that step in there that I want. Technically that's the equivalent of doing this, but I just don't have the angle that I want there, I don't think. Maybe I can do it right there. There you go, yep, I didn't know I could go that low. Ah, we're happier. Now we can clean it up. Much happier with that. Again, I don't know for sure where I'm going yet. Whether I want it to look hammered up, rough forged, or something a little more elegant. It may not be my choice. 1 1/4 inches. Exactly what we wanted. Good. Now from there we got to roll that eye. So I think I need to thin this part out here just quite a bit more. For that 2 1/4 inches, which is right about there, because I'm afraid that eye won't roll as much as I want it to. This is probably the hardest part of the whole project. The rest is simply just tapering. Alright, now I like the way that eye looks, so I don't want to be messing with that too much. So I'm going to try to quench that a little bit. I'm just going to try to thin this out just a little more. And I'm very careful with my hammer right now. Just trying to get in that spot. Alright? And when this curl comes around, there's really no indentation. At least near the fire. On the top part of that. Alright? So I kind of want not to be centered eye on this piece. I want it to be more of a P shape. So I want to move that eye back out a little. Alright, so again, I want to protect the eye, so I'm going to go ahead and do that best I can anyway. We're just going to decide this side is narrower here. I'm going to leave the eye on the table. And continue my narrowing there. Trying to get that little bit of a sway out of there. Come on now, Chandler. Oh, my hammer's getting greasy. Got a little bit of a sway out of there. Actually, it isn't bad the way it is right there. Get our thickness back down to somewhere close to visibly a ½ inch. Alright, a little thicker, but that's alright. I'm down with that. And again, I said 2 1/4 to be 2 1/4 be from there. From the tip of that eye. So we're looking somewhere in this range. I want to be 3/4 of an inch wide, which can't argue with that. All right. Should I roll? I'm going to roll that eye a little, just to make sure I'm happy the way it looks before I continue down the line. I'm not going to shape the S till the end, but that eye, it's got to be tucked in. It's got to look right, you know. Let's see what we got here. You guys tell me to use these big brushes. I don't like them as much. I really don't. All right, let me see while we have a little heat on here if I can just smooth that off a little bit. The more of a bite I have in here, the better. Alright, make sure we didn't break anything up in the process. Let's just cool where I'm going to hammer on that eye. Let's just see if we can get her to come down and kiss herself a little. Hope something like that. Doesn't look very pretty right now, but if that comes back into a curve, I think that'll do the trick. Let me just go take a peek over at the drawing. A little bit of drawing, I just want to kiss a little bit more. So I reheated. I'm just kind of trying to drive it in more than anything else. And I think that'll give me what we're looking for. You can kind of see how that's happening. Let's hope anyway. Alright, from there we go on the next piece. The 7½ inches of length when we get done. From 3/4 to 1 inch to 3/4. So out of that 7½ inches, I want thin, back to 1 and back to 3/4 again. So that'll be an interesting little game to play. Again, it's not all scientific, it's by eyeball, but we do have at least one requirement, and that's 7½ inches. So over 7½ inches, which is here. Alright, we want to come 3/4 to 1 inch, back to 3/4 with some elegance. Let's just see what we end up with here. I'm a little confused as to why I want to do it like that. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. And over 7 inches from here, we want to be back down there. So let's just go halfway. Just get this. I do not know where I want the taper to be, on the inside or the outside. I hope when we get done we don't regret what I'm doing. Alright, but so from there to here, this is where we want to be back down to 3/4 again, and we'll continue on from there. So I gotta heat much deeper. Alright, now from that 7½, the following 5½ or so inches stays at 3/4. So when we come down, we're gonna stay there. So here we are about halfway. We're gonna start coming down here. Just make sure we work that out so that's... Now, I actually don't know, actually, on this. This particular one, I don't know how symmetrical or how centered I want that fat spot to be. But I do want her down 1.25 inches, or 3/4 inch. Okay, so let's just kind of clean this up a little. So I want it to definitely look thinner to fatter. Alright, so that should be from there to there, a little farther where we need to be. 3/4 inch, which we're not narrow enough yet. We're good there, a little bit more now. Let's hope we got enough heat to do something. Not a lot of heat, but we get something done. Alright, let's just go a little narrower down through here. Looks good. So that should be, yep, 7.5 to our 3/4, and now we need to go another 5.5 at that thickness, and we're not maintaining total integrity and width, but close enough for visual. Close enough for visual and budget, that's for sure. I wonder if I should soften these now. See, I don't know if I want them softened. If I want them softened. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. So from our 7.5 there, we need to come out 5 inches. When we get done, 5 inches of just 3/4 inch stuff. Same thickness basically. We're going to continue that 3/4 inch thickness. That thickness right there. Bring that back out a little. According to the drawing anyway. So we are here. That's where we start. So we got at least one more heat, and it looks like we're doing okay on thickness there. Alright, we got a little heat on her anyway. Nope, I like this brush better. So again, we want out to there eventually. And beyond that, the next section of this thing goes 3/4 inch. Goes 3/4 inch to 1 inch, over 5 inches. Backside, right? I'm going to curl that sucker around. So we'll make sure that we do all our final hammering on the backside. That should give us a good smooth front side. In theory. In theory. Alrighty. Stop now. So I don't know, I think I'm being a little lazy. It looks a little thick to me there. But she ain't too bad. Ain't bad at all. Alright. So that's to there. So now we get another 5 inches to come back up to 1 inch. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. This is the last actual taper that's required. So we got about 12.5 inches to there. 12.5. Let's go about that. We got enough heat to get on it. So we need to be at 1 inch at about that location. So we need to work around. We need to work our way up to it. Nice and simple taper. Yep, just like that. That wasn't too hard, was it? This is the... How do I think that's... We're bending around. That's the front side. Alright. I think we're okay. I'm okay with it anyway. So this should give us 12.5 is there, and 5 to a full inch. That looks really good, pretty damn close. And then we should have at least 16 inches left. So that's all the shaping we need to do, the balance of that S, or this piece of the S. So we did the curly Q, that's where we are right now, 3/4 up to 1 inch, and then all of this is 1 inch, so that's a nice, no more tapering on that. I'm going to go back, I'm going to make sure I know which end is my back, which is this side. And I'm just going to put a couple of scores where I want each of these separate pieces to be. Based on the linear links of the final shaped product, I want my first tight curl to be done here, and then these two make up the loosening curl, and then this makes up the first body of the S. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we got now. Okay, so starting right on that eye, you need a nice tight, really tight curl all the way out to, that's the front, that's the back, all the way out to there. We'll just get her started. We'll just start tightening her up a little bit here. Make sure that eye is where I want it. We're getting closer. So again, that to you is this. Oops. Alright, so I think tighter. This. Now this. Alright, so we should go a little bit farther. Yeah, another, yep, right to the line. So we'll just go ahead and continue this tighter curve till we get to that line. Alright. I don't think I need to cool it too much, but just a little bit, just so my inertia hits don't cause it to unwind a little. We just need to right to that line. Let's go take a quick peek over here. Hopefully I can do that without making you sick. Oh, I missed. Almost made it, children. So there's the S, right? So this is what we're looking for right there, and I'd say we're damn close enough for Chandler anyway. All right, a little tight in here, but that won't hurt. We're okay. So now we can continue this, the next to this point here. All right, from here to this point here, which is this last cut, hopefully. Right about there. No, we're gonna go tighter. We got to go tighter yet. This is where it's gonna be, right here. So I need to go tighter in here and then open that up a little. Let me in. Alright, let's see what we can do about tightening this thing up a little bit. We'll cool that part down. We don't want that too much. We just need to tighten it up. Let's hope that's enough. That's enough there. We got to go a little farther down the pipe. Where's my line say I need to be? No, we're okay. So now we can start going a little farther down the pipe here. Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, that's it. Alright. That looks good. Get some of these hammer marks out of the front of this though. That looks better. Alright, now from where we are here, there was our 7 line, right? So this is our 5.5. We're going to start coming out a little less, and this will be just past the top. So it's the peak of the S should be right here. Alrighty, so we got to remember that the peak of the S should be in the middle, right in the middle, right there. So we're going to want slight openness. I don't like that flat. My heat's in the wrong spot right now. So we're going to go back and reheat up here because I have no idea what I want that to be. And then to here, maybe we can just wait for it to cool a little. Let's see where, like that. So there's my line on the opening curve. I like the look of this, but now we need to peak here. It's like this, coming up, peak here. I don't know, we might have gone, let me check the lines over here. After checking the drawing, we're looking really good, except we want a little tighter right in this spot here. That's it. Alright, so we let our heat come up a little too far. Oh, I can't get to it with my quench. Mother. A little too far here. I don't want this being affected as much. And I don't want the eye being affected. Good chance. Oh, I can do it. Almost. Just want to focus in that one spot. God, this just doesn't look right to me. A little tight. Let's go check the drawings. Nope, it doesn't look right in real in person. It doesn't look right here. It's just there's something goofy going on in that spot right there. I don't like it. I don't like what I had before. Now I got it's kind of too freaking sharp there. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can do something about it. I think we're okay. It's funny how difficult these scroll things can be. I'm going to come up and finish this curve and let's see where we're at. Because you know, a little tighter in one spot, sure, makes the curve tighter, but it throws. I mean, it's a little angle here on a longer piece here is quite a bit. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's see what kind of magic we might be able to do now. I almost want to just let this thing curl on its own. Just to get that natural flow back in there, but I'm afraid we're going too far. Where's my line? Right there. Let's start with that. Still like that spot right there. I really don't. Here's my line. Just don't like it. We can go a little farther here. Get some heat on this should be the peak of it. Something's goofy here. I'm sure you can see it, and it's right here. I mean, I put it in, I took it out, and I want to put it back in again, right in that spot. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do about getting that little piece of square out of the way. So I'm going to place where I like it. I guess I don't. Doesn't take much. Oh, no, see, I fucked up. Damn it. Looks much more organic, but I'm way off on everything else now. All right, I decided I'm going to open that curly Q up just a little bit. I don't like how tight that is. Come on. I thought I could do it in the vise, so maybe I can't. Open it up just a little bit. Go pop, 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 pop. Yeah, I guess we'll put my hand out of my pocket. Maybe I opened it enough. Maybe I opened it enough. How much grief this is giving me, but I'm trying to pick up more height here, and it's in this section right here that I want it. I'm just tightening the sucker up right there. Son of a bitch, Chandler. It's more easy. Oh, you weren't even watching. Funny. Alright, sometimes you get so hung up on something that you don't use your freaking brain. Remember the turning fork that I made a while ago? Or you could have something on the anvil. There you go. Yeah. That was stupid. Sometimes you get so worried about something and you don't use your freaking brain. Alright, so that, where's my line? It's right there. Let me go check this one out. So from here to there, I'm good. This needs to open up a little bit. Like I was saying before, it's the funniest thing. I mean, of course, being somebody that hasn't done a lot of them, trying to forge these scrolls by hand rather than making a jig, which maybe I should have done that, but I wanted this to be hand done. Just a little off at one spot, and it's amazing how much it can throw off. It really, really is. I swear I had made some type of turning fork for the vise, but I don't see it. And I think that should be a needle tool, make a tool. Now we want to open up here a little bit, so if I can get this one's a little big, so if we can get enough of a bite on it. Come on, there we go. Oh, no, I'm in your way, sorry. That way you can control. We all like to think we can hammer it perfectly. Sometimes you can't. That's the tool. We're going to do that. Hopefully you make a tool here. I'm on halfway to the stop and do that. So we're good here and here, but not there. Oh, your mother. Alright, here's the screw. I got a hardy hole in this table. We're going to pause for a second. We're going to do a knead a tool, make a tool. And I'll come back with a turning hardy. I think that's the right thing to do. Enough of this pussyfooting around. This is the tool. I just made it. There'll be a video up probably just after this one anyway. Well, knead a tool, make a tool, or just before this one maybe. Yeah, before, so you guys can go jump out and watch it. And there's a turning tool that I made with two different spacers. I do have a hardy hole on the table here, and now I can just set that sucker in there, and I can just tweak and adjust, and I don't have to keep running back and forth between the forge. Ain't I a smarty? Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got going on. This I like. So we need to open this side up a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, I got my heat in the wrong spot. So once you open that, I'll be back around. I gotta move my heat down here. Alright, let's see if we got the heat in the right spot this time. So we need to open this up back here a little bit. Way back here. Can you do it? Just a hit. That's much better. Much better. I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with everything up to this point here. We'll go ahead and move the heat down to here now. Yeah, that's working a little better, eh? Little by little, slowly I turn. We're going to go right about there, so I think we can start down a little bit more here. Where's my fork? I want this side to come too. Now come here. Actually, we'll do it this way. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go to save the day. Let's see, get a bite on here. There you go to save the day. That's good to keep your heat right. That looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Let's bring this sucker right around now. Right after that, let's take another piece. We're going to start around here. It's a little cooler than I want it, so I'm going to put a little. That looks good. Come around here. I guess we can use this one just a little bit at a time. Bum, 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 bum. A little more, a little more, a little more. A little bit more. Just turn. There you go. Just need you to open up a little bit. There you go. Liking it, liking it, liking it, liking it, liking it. Here, sweet. Alright, over here. We need to go there. Do come a little tighter now, Chandler. That looks beautiful. A little bit tighter now. A little bit tighter now. Just a bit tighter now. Alright, I'm liking it. Almost running out of handle space though. Okay, let's see where we're at. We just need to continue this. Just continue it. Just continue it. A little tighter. Going back to my Bob Ross impression now. A little tighter, whatever the ass wants to be. Or whatever you're willing to fight till you get. Boy, that looks really good. Really good. Perfect. I mean, not perfect, but beautiful. Just the right subtle changes in thickness. I like it. Oops, I moved you. Let's flip around and see what. It's still curving. Just keep curving it. Actually, it's not too damn bad right there. too bad at all. How does that look for an actor? It looks sexy, doesn't it? Now we're going to here. So I'm going to actually heat one more section of this just to make sure that that transition into the next piece is also curved. I like that. I think that looks great. Can you see it on there? All right. All right, one more section. So from where we're at, just where she says she's straight still, I don't want it straight still. Just give it a little curve. We're still a little straight. Still a little straight right at the very end. So we're going to try to squeeze a little bit more out of it without breaking by the tool. Damn it, this sucks. Just another 2 inches more. Sorry. Just another 2 inches more, he says. Right in there. Alright. Force a little extra tension on it. There you go. Don't go too far. Don't go too far with it. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so there's the first part. Better cord. From there, it's just funny how minor adjustments. From there to there. Now the next part is going to be this fat. I want to actually do the tail next, but we'll deal with this. So this part here, we got to start at 1 inch, go out to 2 inches. I forgot the distance now. I got it written down. 11 inches. From 2 to that to 11. From 1 to 2 and 11 inches, and then back down to 1 again, I believe, in 9 inches. I have it written down. But that's our next task. A lot of moving to do. All right, we got a lot of steel to move here. That's all I have to say. I'm just going to get myself down to 1 inch. Yeah, I don't know why I stayed in one spot on that. Ooh, wrong hammer button. Where the hell did my 3-pounder go? What'd you do with it? Let's throw it on the table. Hopefully without... Well, I can't. Actually, I can't be any thicker. Alright? Because it's got to match up to that 1 inch by 1/2 inch that I hadn't hammered at all. Let me get the right hammer for the job. It's got to be kind of perfect. So all the time I squish it, I'm going to have to pull it out. At least for a little bit of it at the end. I think Mr. 4-pounder wants to come out and play. Again, as you can see, I'm keeping that 1/2 inch thickness. For sure the hell I am trying. Sure the hell I am trying. We gotta be getting close to 1 inch there now. Yeah, we're a little under. By the time I get done moving stuff out, we'll be good. So I need that transition. Ting tang, oh, bing bang. I need that transition to occur in 11 inches. Alright. 1,000 times as mark the side. So instead of this angle, I need that angle. Okay, so now we have an idea where to go, start and finish. Let's see if we got enough heat to do some more work on this thing. We do. Again, I'm not going to start hammering up here because every time I bring some down, I'm going to stretch this sucker out, right? So come back a little more. And again, I'm not going any shallower than what I got out there. Alright. Moving. Keep this hammer moving. So where are we at? Ain't halfway there yet. Let's get this thing straightened out a little. Ain't halfway there yet. Moving now. Waving, moving. It's funny with something this thick. I was just thinking, I don't know, maybe I should have more meat on one end of it, or edge of it, because as you bend it, it's going to upset one side and stretch out the other. I'm just wondering, that's something you might not notice on a 1-inch wide piece, but a 2-inch wide piece, I wonder if I will. It'll give it a calligraphy kind of weight, probably. So I'm not too concerned about it right now. I mean, technically, I shouldn't even try to straighten this because I got to put the friggin' bend in anyway, right? Hell with it. Let's let it bend. I'm upsetting it. My impact is stronger here than here. Alright, which means I upset more on one side. That gives me more meat, and as I flatten that back out to 1/2 inch, just like with a knife or something, it's putting that curve in. And what the hell, what's the sense of keeping it straight if we got to curve it anyway? Except for length. But we can eyeball that. Farther here, stay on my shoes. Yeah, we need to be, I'd say back to here about, so we can start here. Now I'm upsetting the bottom, no, hang on, it violates my original plan. Original plans go out the window. Original plans go out the window for Wonder, how are you? Wonder, how are you? Since we already picked our curve direction, this is going to be the outside, right? Yep. So make sure my heavy hammer blade are on this side. That should give us a little cleaner edge. Where we at? Where we at, pumpkin? Ooh. We'll take ourselves a little more. Say hello to my little friend. Got hit there. Yeah, we gotta get close there. Gotta be getting close there. No way. Inches away. So we'll stretch a little one. We will stretch a little when the 4-pounder comes back out. Let's see, that's the outside. I remember. No. That's the outside. Right. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I sure would like to see 11 inches come out of this thing now. Alright, so we're here. We can go back here, I think, safely. Let's get some flat handling on that. Since we're getting close, that rounder puts a lot of marks in. I'm gonna call it right there. I think that's good. Just a little short. That'll be good. That's where I stop. That's my mark. I think that's all right to leave that. And the question is how much cleanup do I want to do here? And is that enough? Let me grab a piece of 1 inch just to compare that, because that's gotta be right to match up. Once I weld it, I can forge down, but I can't match it up too small. Shit, it ain't horrible. Once I weld her, I think we can make it look right. Just gonna heat that end up. Just flare it just a little wider. Gonna upset that end a little bit just to square it off. It's not just tongs, guys. That looks good. And then flare it out, stretch it out a little bit more. It's starting to get hot. So that we match up a little cleaner than what I saw. Even though I kind of liked what I saw. Yeah, so we got room to come down now. Cleanly, I hope. That's the outside. Again, we have room to play with welding and grinding, but yeah, I like that. I think we can make that happen. Alright, so that's that side. Are we close to 11 still? Yeah, my last hammer mark's there. That's that. That's good. Okay. Now, that was easy because we could just keep working until we got to our number, but now we have 9.5 inches we have to be back down to 1. So 9.5 inches, that's 11. 9.5 is here. So that's where we need to go. Basically, like, well, we need 1 inch, right? So something like this. And you know what, guys? Perhaps a smart person would just grab the grinder and cut that son of a bitch off. But I'm not going to. So I know. What do I know? If I hit here, well, I know that's where I want to start. And I'm just going to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. So yeah, that makes sense. So we're going to start where we want that to be. Just the opposite. I got my width, and then I came out, I'm going to get my width, and I'm just going to keep working until I find that 1 inch at the right distance. Let me cool this down. Just had to kind of rejuvenate my fire. So I got a few minutes here. I just wanted to go through something in my head because it's certainly something that can be done. And that is, if we have a 2-inch piece and we want to go down to 1 inch, over 9.5 inches, we know what mass needs to be taken away. So if we were to just simply calculate that, not mass, but volume, calculate that volume and determine what that is over 2 inches, we would know exactly where this thing's gonna, where we need to stop hammering and to bring down to. So you can, I mean, it can be calculated. I got too much time into this, because if I had the balls, I'd say, all right, do the math, here it is, and cut that right off exactly where I know it's going to grow. You can do it, I guarantee it. You got to play around a little bit with loss of steel, but not much. But you know, how well you can maintain your 1/2 inch, assuming you don't get thicker or thinner. But yeah, somebody with cojones, they'd say that's where it's going to stop. Cut it off. Alrighty, let's start working this son of a gun down. So we're here to here, that's where I want to start. So that's my last hammer mark right there. And we can go ahead and play both sides of this coin, I think. I think we can do that. I like the idea of using math better. Follow my foot hammer. Do 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 do. Mamma mia. That's a lot of hammer. Just take a little bit more and shoot on the heat out front a little bit. Do 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 do. Alright, put it back in the fire. Let's get ourselves a mark on this anvil so we can start envisioning what's going on here. We need, they're shooting 9.5. So the 9.5, we need to be back to 1 inch. Okie dokie. I can do that. Alright, let's see what we got. We're going to start our mark there. So I'd say we probably don't have to go a whole hell of a lot farther than that. Wish I had the balls to say you wouldn't, because it'd be a hell of a lot easier. Got rid of that last piece of steel there. Draw this son of a bitch out and see what we got up there. We know we don't need it. So I guess it's time to get rid of it. Yeah, see, we're there. So we're gonna nip that off. Oh, it's too hot to use an angle grinder. Let's cut it off. A little old school, but let's do it anyway. A little old school, but let's do it anyway. Right about there means to there. I think we can cut it right here. I think we'll have plenty. Come on now. Get a bite. Get a bite, won't invite your friends. Get a bite and we'll invite your friends along. Come along, little doggies. Come along, little doggies. Come along. It's probably still quicker than trying to put hot stuff through an angle grinder, I'll tell you that. Especially this thick. And that sucker ain't going on my saw, so I'm gonna mark there for next time. Straighten you out. One more sheet, we'll have it. For those of you that have been telling me you don't like the longer videos, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about that, so I'm not ignoring you. I have more telling me that they like the full videos, so whether it means I release 2 of them or I don't know what I'm going to do. Come on. The heat's starting to soak up the end of the hand, I'll tell you that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, but over a hot cut. Anything quite so heavy on that thing before. That's how you do it. Well, that's how I do it anyway. I'm going to cool this handle down. We'll come back and see what we get. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Let's see where we go with this now. We know you down there need to be close to an inch by now. So we'll let you get some squeezing going on. And we're trying to get to here. I think we are. No, where the hell is my mark? Last hammer mark I placed was here. So we want that to be about 9.5. We're close. This is the back. Makes for a nice clean front. Again, I don't mind that curve. That's where we're going. A little bit more. You don't think I was swinging that 4-pounder, you're crazy. Ooh, no. Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, how much fun can it get? Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, are we having fun yet? It's as fun as it gets. Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, are we having fun yet? It's as funny as it gets. Kind of like clean that up a little. Almost there on this stuff up here, I bet you. I don't want to bugger up the bottom. Oh, are we having fun yet? Oh, are we having fun yet? Alright, clean her up on the end, Chandler. You be where I want you to be. Alright, now what I'd like to do is get this end down to 1 inch. A clean inch by inch if I can. Here's your upsetting block, Chandler. You should have it on. You should have it on. That looks like 1 inch to me. The back. I said I don't mind trying to keep that curve in there because we're going to need it anyway. That's the front. Look good, look good. Look good, look good. It's a little thin, Chandler. Not horrible though. I think we're okay. We got the length we want? Yep. Okay. I think we're okay. Shoot. We're all right. I don't want to see. I'm going to weld these pieces together. I'm not going to forward weld. I'm going to weld them. MIG weld them. And I do not want to see that. A good blacksmith with forge welding. Alright, since we got heat down here, we'll work this end. I need to curve this 2-inch piece. I'm not scares me, but we're going to start with that and then see where we end up with. Now let's see if we got enough heat on this thing to do anything. It's got to be a relatively... He's looking and not watching. Same curve all the way through. Ooh, tell it on the mountain. We can kind of help it a little bit. Let's see, this is the inside. A little bit like this. One more heat, put a little bit more on it. Let me check it, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Alrighty, Aphrodite, let's see what we got here. You got any heat? Not a lot, Chandler. What the hell are you doing? Alright, let's see if that, all I'm after is this section. If I can match that up, then we can go ahead and curve the rest a little easier. I don't think my bending jig will do it, but we're going to find out. What if we're close? Alright, we're pretty damn close. I guess this is the hottest of everything. I'm going to go ahead and finish that curve. I might try that on that bending fork over there. I think we can pull on it hard enough to do that. So let me get that heated and I'll move you over. Let's give this bending jig a little test, eh? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Come over here. I'm sure I'm in your way, but sorry. I'm just guessing. I haven't done anything yet. Worst part is I'm guessing on the wrong end first. Now this thing was supposed to finish here. It doesn't look bad at all. I think I can make that end work. It was already hot. I didn't want to cool it down so I could put on the other end. But I'm gonna turn this thing around now. Just in case we're right. Let's keep this flat straight. Cool it around, cool it down on that end, and we'll go ahead and try bending this around and see what we end up with. All right, I tried to get this whole thing heated in that little forge of mine. Did it all right? Oh, table building. Come on now, just a little. There you go. Come on, so this one. Again, I'm guessing right now. I don't even know where I want to be. Let's give it a go. Oh, we got a long ways to go, Jim. A long ways to go. Come on, we got lots to move. Lost to go. Oh, my arm. No doubt. Oh, that's too out of it. We got something out of it. I don't think we're there yet. We ain't there yet. So if I take a look at this, yeah, I like this curve here. So I like this. Ooh, baby, we got some curving to do. Maybe we got to do a little bit of both. Ooh, wow. Okay. We're a little long. Yeah, we got some curving to do still. All right, since we're hot on this end, let me reheat it. Damn it. All right, I concentrated heat in one spot here. I'm hoping that I can get a little bit out of that. Maybe with my super duper bending fork that I made on the project. I'm sorry if you can't see. Please, what I do for you guys. Can you see? I hope you can see. I can't wait any longer. But I put a nice tighter bend in there for that thicker part. I like that. Whew. I'm liking that now. And what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and just tweak both ends. I think I'm okay with this part of the curve right here. In fact, I might have enough oomph for some of that right now. Let's see if we got enough oomph. Almost. I can't go too far though, because this side's got to line up. Like that. And this can come over here like this. This can come over here like this. Kind of where it would be. Shit, I don't think we're too far off. I think this end, I don't mess with that up. I like that. You guys still in the front here? I like the way that looks. I think I'll just bring the last about that much and just curl it up. I mean, just an inch, and we're there. Whew, close. Alrighty, we need to do what? We need to move this in a little bit. Let's use this one, I think. Just because if I remember right, it was more on the end than anything. Cut this piece. More. More. I think I can live with that. It isn't exact. I'm off by a little bit there, but I think we can play with that. I like it. All right, let's straighten it out. that's okay because we can compensate. I just need everything to line up right. So maybe it will be more like that. That gets us where we want it to be. Nice angle on the S. And now we just this little piece, which is a lot of hammering because there's only one spot here. I think that's 1 inch. Everything else is down. So let's get going on it. All right, so we're working on this last bit. We need a curly Q here, and then a loop-de-loop, and over to that last piece. And instead of working from this way back, since this is a 1 inch, so I can go ahead and end wherever I end up, I'm actually going to start with this little curly Q like we did before, and then work backwards. So I'm going to start with the end here, and I said that I wanted that to be about a 5/8 inch round. So we're going to do the same thing we did before, put a little round doohickey on the end. This time we don't have to upset it though, because by the time I round this off, I think we'll have our 5/8. Alright, so we want a 5/8, very delicate circle on the back. So we're and a 1/2 inch coming off. So just going to drop that down. If you remember, we don't need the circle centered, so I'm not even going to bother with it this time. Just drop it down a little bit. A little bit of a step there so we can work, going down to about a 1/2 by 1/2. And see what we can do with that. Alright, so now we can come back and do our little rounding thing here, hexagonal thing here. A little heat, and I think we're going to be right where we want to be. Alrighty, let's just round this sucker up a little. Stop. I like that. Even though it's not perfectly round. Close though. Let's drop that sucker one more time. I'm just going to pull back a little bit so I have room for that to curl in. Let's see, what is this piece? This piece, and then we go from 3/4, or from, I gotta read it backwards now, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Over 12 3/4 inches, so 1/2 to 3/4. So yeah, I want to taper that back a little more. Alrighty, let's taper that back just a little bit more since we have to anyway. Pretty delicate tail on this S. So I want it to be as delicate looking as possible. I don't want this stuff to get in my way. The outside, so we hammer this. Alright, we'll see what we can do about pinching that eye over. That will be the outside. And then it should be pretty straightforward. Alright, I'm just going to cool that eye off a little bit so I can hammer on it some. We're just going to kink her over. Pretty tight. Kind of like that. I just want to see part of the curve start here before I go much farther. Yeah, okay, I'm okay with that. That's the outside. Clean that up. Kink it a little bit more. Alrighty. So that's that portion of it. Like I said, 12 3/4 of an inch. We need to go from 1/2 an inch to 3/4. So 12 3/4 of an inch from that little curlicue. So we'll go, where's 3/4? 3/4 and 12. Oh, that's a long piece. All right. from there to there, very slight taper up to 3/4 of an inch. Alrighty, let's go with a 3/4 of an inch taper. We're gonna be pretty thin. We gotta go 12 inches. Maintain some look of 1/2 inch thick. And again, we need from there to here. So I'm sure we're more than 3/4 right there. We got a long way to go. Alright, I'm just going to go a little thinner down here. Bring that out a little bit. That is the front. I really want it there. So from here we still got that to go. Right, I'm gonna move up now. Alright, well this fire's just giving me grief today. Wow, we got a long ways to go. Long ways to go in a short time to get there. Long ways to go, and that's the outside. Long way to go, and a short. Man, that's it. That tail is really that long. Holy tamales. One thing about it, the farther I go on this tail, the shorter I gotta go on the rest of the stuff, right? Right? Right. Alright. That's where we're going to be 3/4 right there. You can do it. I don't know how long it's taken me to make this. I don't remember exactly what time it was when I started. Maybe the opening scene showed the clock. I don't know in the background. I think it was about 1 or 12 o'clock. 10 minutes to 5 right now. Okay, if I wanted to go to 1 inch, we'd be in good shape. We ain't going to 1 inch. Where exactly is 3/4? Holy cow, that's 3/4, way back there. I'm gonna make an executive decision here. That's the outside, right? I'm not liking how thin it is there, because I know what that part is. Alright, I'm just gonna go all the way down through one more time, just to narrow it down a little bit to get closer to my 3/4, because that is the top of that loop-de-loo at the end, and it's got to be heavy, you know. So I didn't call that an inch. I don't want it to be an inch, because then it'll look, this is an inch. But hopefully we'll get the length when I go down through one more time. I hope I'm not being lazy. All right, let's just start where we are and keep going back down through. Just add a little more taper to it. Hopefully we'll get where we need to be. Wrong side. Alright, so we'll just go there. And I'll just do this section. Hopefully that'll squeeze an inch out of it. Give me a little thinner, a little more delicate. And also, allow me to move on to the next section. Okay, we were down to about here. Continue that with this. Make sure we look about even down through there. It's a nice gradual taper, that's for sure. A little trapezoidal here, so just kind of take that out of the picture. Okay, where we land? We're not even there yet, Chandler. Close. Close, close, close. All right. Now, what we got from this point, which I'll just do this next step right now, 2.5 inches, I need to be back down to 1/2 inch again, according to the drawing. All right, let's see what we can do about this. Jeez Louise, you could have given me a little more heat, Chandler. So starting there, we need to go there, and we need to be there. Oh, shit. Starting there, from there to here, we need to be 1/2 inch. So that's, I want to leave that like that. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because I'm going to stretch like crazy. So I got 2.5 inches from this point. Yep, that's where we start. Okay, let it figure that out. We got a really big taper from where we're going down to 1/2 inch to give you that calligraphy type twist look, I hope, at the top. So where were we doing our work? I'm just checking, sure I don't do something stupid. Right there. I'm working both sides because in reality both sides need that taper down to 1/2 inch. Pretty aggressive actually. Tape. See if we can just kind of calm it out a little bit. Ooh. I'm not feeling the hammer today. I just can't believe how much work this little project turned out to be. I really can't. One more heat on that. I don't even know if it's going to work, but if it's going to work, it's going to be, got to look delicate there. And technically it's a fold, and I don't want to do that. Let's see if we can get that to where Chandler wants it. This, coming from this side, I want it steep. side. So from this side I want it steep. God, I'd like to go farther. I hate to do it. I hate to do it. But I'm gonna. I almost want to go more. Alright, what's the outside? There's the outside. God, I really want to go more, but I don't think I will. Yes, I will. One more. Watch the thing break off there or some silly thing. Shouldn't. Alright, whatever I... Gosh, that damn coal is just not heating today. Whatever I end up with, I end up with. That's the outside. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, this side I'm just going to taper it back more gradually. I got to go from 1/2 inch to 1 inch over 14 inches. So almost, oh, yeah, all of that anyway. Gradual taper, not all the way. I'd say for that far. Like that. Boy, that's trapezoidal, Chubby. Trapezoidal. Why you gotta be so trapezoidal? Don't you know that I want you to be? Don't you know that I want you to be? Trapezoidal. I'm going to just want to let it be a little longer of a taper, I think. I might say that this will probably be the last hammering that we do. Just you guys. That's the outside, so clean it up like that. And we will clean that up to 1 inch. And again, we need 14, so that's good. And I think out that far, and the rest of it being 1 inch is going to look just fine. So with that said, it's time to start bending again. And again, let's hope we're good. Let's hope that's all the forging. All right, so we're here. Lights. All right, we got a little curly cue. We go up. Whoop. Now I'm just going to go up, over, and under here, and then when I get everything where I want it, I'm going to cut those two and weld them in that spot. So let's get some bending done. Got to cool this off in the back because I want to start here and just work my way to this end, and I don't want that narrow spot to be a problem. Right, now one thing I noticed is I do have this thing a little tight of a curly cue. That's not too bad. And then this is the outside, right? Yeah. So then we're going to start a basic curl. I'm going to have to do some work on hanging on the horn over here. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Just to get that started. Oh, I don't like it. Alright. See, it's too straight here. We'll get a little curve in there. I don't know if you can see, but I don't like when there's a straight spot. No way. See what we got to do here. I'm kind of off already, but not too bad. So we'll just kind of fix this one bump that's in here. and start putting a bit of a curve in. Just want to make sure it looks right, flows right. Alright, that looks good. And now we got to get this eyeball in here. Let's see what we can do about getting this where I want it to be. Ba, 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 ba. A little bit more. Why can't I curve this? Sorry, I'm in your face, but I guess I shouldn't do it that way because then I'm in your face. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Except my eye's not going to make it, so we're going to be a little shorter. Let's see, steal a little bit more here. Steal a little bit from you. Ah, you prick. No, I can't. Son of a bitch. Maybe it won't be so bad. Alright, let's go for this next section. This part scares me just a little because I don't want that eye to bend. You know that this has got to be a tight ass bend too. Bum 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 bum. What's going on, Chandler? Are you gonna be like this? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay. I can do that. Okay, we're a little shorter, but I can deal with that. Shit, that's almost right there. I can't believe it. I won't believe it till I see it. Alright, let's go ahead. Do this next section. Okay, so we're here. This needs to bend. Let's see. Oh yeah, much tighter than that. So this is a damn kink and a half we want here. There you go, Chandler. There you go. Perfect. I like it. And leave it out on me. I think we can bend here a little bit more. Stay up. Oops, I broke something. Just a little tighter there. I like it. I like it. Keep moving. I hope I have enough steel. Oh yeah, I got enough steel. Alright, we're getting short on handle here, but we need to bend. I gotta do it here, man. It sucks. You can do it. It ain't horrible. A little kinky in that one spot, but I don't hate it. Actually, I don't hate it at all. I think I need to come around anyway. In here, it's a little too straight for me. I'm going to go back and heat that and just put a bit of a curve just in this section here. That'll bring me in, and then I should be able to get this done. We're getting close, children. Alright, right where we think it's going to be. I just want more of a curve. God, it's not do it. I can't do it. More than to do it. I want it here. Right there. A little prick. There you go. There you go. Just shape the day. I like it. 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 Alright, so just this section curved around, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. And then what I'm going to do, because I am a little short here, Yeah, I don't know if I'm short enough to worry about. I was gonna say, instead of cutting both sides, I might just cut one side and just slide that sucker over, you know what I mean? We'll see what it looks like. But let's get this last part bent. We got a lot to bend. 6 inches. I don't know if I have enough handle here to do it. I wonder if I should cool down up to there and yeah, let's do that. Alrighty, after dating. Let's just put a curve on it. Something that just wants to happen. I'd like to get that twist out of here if I can. It's pretty hot steel there, somewhere. You know, we got lots of curving to do. All right. I'm with you. Ouch, it's very hot out there. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right, just wrap that last 2 inches around. We're gonna be in good shape, good shape. Let's see if we can finish this up, guys. Shall we? We just got that straight part we want to put a curve in. A little more, little more, little more, little more, little more. Come on here and just let the whole thing do what it wants now. Ooh, Chandler, you still got more to go, dude. Right, we're here. Gosh. I might have to go back and heat it farther back a little. Well, maybe not. You can do it. That's it. That's the end of that shit. Just a little bit off because I like where everything is here, and I can't tip it. Raise it though, and there's nothing wrong with that with this logo. Actually, I like that. Raise more. Yep. That gets everything where it needs to be. All right, I'm happy with it. All right, I'm gonna cool this down. I'll nip this off where I want it to be. I'm gonna cut this side. All right. And then just move this piece out, and we'll see whether I like it or not. If I don't, then I'll cut both sides and come back when basically it's done. There you have it. Not too bad. I mean, I pulled that tail up. I like that. It's actually, I like that more than the original design. So that's not a cop out. There's a little discrepancy in thickness here, which I might have to do something with once it's welded. I might just forge that down a little bit. And then short of that, I'm very happy with all the rest of it. That's for sure. Let me see if I can get you a shot up on the ladder. So there she is. And again, the key is, you know, it looks really smooth. I don't see, it looks right. Except that one spot there, but we'll fix that. Like it. That's Chandler. That's Chandler up on the ladder. Yeah, we climbing the ladder. It's 5:47. If we actually started this thing at noon, God, it shouldn't have taken 6 hours. Now maybe we'll give ourselves an hour. Yeah, I haven't talked to you with a handheld in a long time. Selfie. If it took me an hour to do that turning tool, which, holy cow, this thing saved the day. Saved the day. All right, watch that build a tool. I mean, it's a fab job, right? Anyway. Should that have taken 6 hours? I don't know. I don't think so. It looks like about an hour's worth of work. And keep in mind, hold on, let me get you on the tripod. Wow, in the shadows or something. Anyway, keep in mind, when the original concept of this project was to duplicate something similar to what I put on the inside. There's a video, finished product video, and all I did was, all I did was laser cut. Handheld with a plasma cutter, cut out that shape of an S on a rusty old piece of sheet and put a rusty old ring around the outside, and they filled it in with a mosaic tile and beads and stuff. And how easy would that have been to cut another one out and just duplicate it, and somehow Chandler does it let myself do that. But I think they'll like it. I wanted something different on the outside. I'm not sure what to go with it. I'm not sure, maybe a ring of vines around the outside, or just maybe two different, just two, I don't know what you call it, just two other things just to accent it a little bit. But anyway, that's me forging an S. If you've done something like that, how long you think it should have taken me? I think it should have taken no more than, gosh, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. And it took me possibly 6. No, possibly 5, because we lost an hour. So somewhere between 4 and 5 hours anyway. So, hey, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the long video. I'm sure this is going to be a long one. I don't know what to tell you. Some things just take a while to make. And I hope you learned a few things with me, because I learned some stuff too, especially on the turning. And, you know, just laying that whole thing out, different thicknesses before I even tried to bend it, and it looks cool. You can see those just slight changes in thickness throughout that S. I think look very, very nice. I'm very pleased with it. Thank you. Have a good day. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, check out that Nita Tool one that I did today too. Ciao. Thanks for your support. If you found this video helpful, educational, maybe even if you just found it entertaining, and you want to support me, you can jump back to my channel. There's a button on the right hand side of the screen called support, and it's kind of like a tip jar. You can go ahead and leave Chandler a tip for this video, and that'll help me make some more, I guarantee. Thanks for your support, as always.